For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
You guys don't mind if I roll durries while we're doing this, do you?
I got a video of you doing that yesterday, and then I was like, nah, it's just Jace rolling a durry.
Yeah, it's not that exciting, but yeah, I just don't want you to be offended if I'm doing that, that's all.
Okay.
I know you won't be, Mogi.
Nah,
I won't be offended.
It's always a good time to roll a durry.
off-ended.
It's, is it a money-saving thing going to roll your owns?
No.
Or is
they
it
don't-
like a
They don't
therapy
save
thing?
your money anymore.
Right, okay.
They used to, Keezy.
Right.
They used to be substantially cheaper.
Yeah.
But now it's on the weight of the tobacco in each thing.
Yes.
Pretty much. So you get, like for like.
It does save me money.
Well, you
me-
smoke less.
Yeah. And definitely instead of buying the old TaylorMades, I'm saving about $50 a week,
Wow.
which is,
That's a huge saving.
it is
That's
a
a big
huge saving.
saving, man.
I'll talk about that on the financial report that we do on the show later on.
Yeah, good idea.
Is it more of like the therapeutic fun of it?
Yeah, it is quite therapeutic. I like rolling a durry. I mean, sometimes I'll go outside and just roll a durry and not even smoke it.
Ruth.
Can I roll you a durry at some point? We'll see
No,
what it's
I
like.
don't want to
I've
waste my tobacco
I've
with your ridiculous,
Moustache.
No,
with
hang
your,
on.
with your ridiculous rolling technique.
Well, I don't have a technique.
No,
Well,
that's true.
That's the problem.
I've
Now,
never
Jace,
rolled
can I
anything.
ask you, man? Can I ask you this one, brother?
Sure, man.
You going yellow papers or blue papers?
I go yellow.
Same.
Yeah,
What colour filters are you going with?
super slim.
Green?
No white.
White?
Can you get green ones?
Well, in the sense that the packet is green.
Oh, right. No, yellow.
Right.
Yeah. I used to go Rizzler just because it was a bit different in terms of your papers.
Too thick.
But too thick.
Too thick.
Yeah.
You can taste the paper.
I mean,
Disgusting.
if you're having a bit of gunja, Keezy, maybe a Rizzler.
No good. They're no good. Over in Australia, they have the tally-ho.
Right.
Tally-ho, and that's like cartridge paper. Fucking foul.
I saw actually a dude, and I've always wanted to get one of those T-shirts, you know, the zigzag T-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, with the guy
Well, of
on
course,
it.
the
they don't
dude
have
on
the
it?
smoker anymore. They took the cigarette out of his mouth. You noticed that?
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah. I was at the
He
last
used to
one. I
have
was
a
like,
dart in his
didn't
mouth.
he used to have a dart in his mouth?
did.
Well, that's like the original cover of Abbey Road. They've taken the cigarette out of Paul McCartney's hand or
And
something.
they've got rid of the pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
I've started going the green filters, which are even slimmer, which means I'm not rolling such a fat cigarette.
Yes.
And that just means I'm having less, you know what I mean?
Did you ever used to have one of those rolling machines?
Oh, I did briefly.
Yeah, like my stepfather did, and they used to roll the fattest, most wasteful.
Yeah, but
and I was like, nah,
Such a
like,
time burn.
yeah, and I'm a freehander, Keezy.
Yeah.
Is that like a really cool thing in the smoking world?
I can do it with one hand.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he's talking about jacking it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Is that what we're talking about? I thought we were talking about ciggies.
Oh, no,
we
I'm
had
talking about
been.
beating off.
So what's the machine you were using that's really wasteful?
No, you used to get these like metal machines, and you'd put the paper in there and your backy, and then do a click or something like that.
You do the backy first and the filter next to it, and then you close it together and roll it, and then you put the feed in. You'd feed in the paper and then roll that in, and then lick that, and then roll it in, and then you'd open it up, and she'd all be done. But it took fucking forever.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Right. Because I feel like it should be something where you put the paper down and then put the stuff in it, and then you just sort of roll it or something, and then
Yeah.
it just does that part for you.
No.
Oh.
I think you should start smoking, Keezy.
Nah.
I reckon that'd
Are
be
you
good for your
smoking?
lungs.
When I'm drinking, so yeah,
Right,
every day.
okay.
I went to the doctor today, and he said, "Are you drinking?"
Right.
What did
He
you say?
said, "Do you smoke?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "How often do you smoke?" And I said, "When I drink." He said, "How often do you drink?" And I said, "A couple of days a week." He said, "How many you have in a day?" I said, 5 or so. And he said, "So you're averaging 10 a week?" Yeah, that's about right. And he said, went through the whole thingy there, the whole appointment and all that carry on, because I got my cough and that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
back after having, acute sinusitis and all that shit. So that's back. Anyway, got through it all, and he said, "Look, I think," he goes, you should give up smoking and drinking." And I said, "It's summer, man. I'll be honest with you, it's probably not going to happen."
Yeah.
And he just said, "Thanks for being so honest."
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
It was always a tenuous question, with the doctor when he'd say, do you drink? And I'd be like, yeah.
Well, I lied to him. I smoke a lot more than that.
Yeah. And they'll go, so how much would you drink in a week or a night? And I'd say 1 or 2.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't specify.
Isn't it funny how you're trying to fool the doctor who's just trying to help you with your...
Well, the problem with them
exactly.
is they're just so judgy.
Yes.
And I don't find it helpful. You can go in there with a stubbed toe and they'll tell you to give up smoking. It's got fuck all to do with it.
You probably should.
Absolutely.
I know. Absolutely I should. And guess what? I already know.
I thought you were going to be like, I'm going to do it.
No, I already know. Like,
Same.
there's nothing a doctor can tell me that my wife and daughter haven't already. So.
Exactly.
Oh, no shit. Is it, Keezy?
What?
Is it bad for you?
I think
what
so.
I'm saying?
I don't actually know. Yeah, I would have no idea.
That's true, actually. It's second-hand knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming that it's bad for me. It might be good for me.
I mean,
Based on this cough that I can't get rid of.
What do you reckon's worse, alcohol or smokes?
Smokes.
Really?
Alcohol.
Really?
Well, it depends. It depends how much you're doing of both.
1 or 2?
A lot more social harm from your alcohol. You don't get any social harm from smoking darts.
No. Okay, so in my situation, for example, I reckon once a week I'll have 10 beers.
Yeah.
Right? That's once a week. And then maybe on like a Friday I might have like 5 beers.
Yeah.
So that's 15 beers. And then that's me done. Is that bad?
If you said to your doctor that on one night you drank 10 beers, yes, they would go, that's not good.
Well, it depends if your doctor's a fucking legend or not, because they'll be like, those are rookie numbers. You should be having a 24 box.
Yeah.
Especially with crate day coming up, you need to get those numbers up.
I struggle with you drinking 15 beers a week. I just feel that's not accurate.
What do you mean?
Feels like it'll be slightly higher.
I feel like it would be higher than that.
I mean,
because quite often you'll have a big week. You know what I mean?
What? What do you mean a big week?
You know, you go out down to Christchurch with your mates and you have a Friday and a Saturday.
Yeah, there'll be a Friday and a Saturday.
And then on the Sunday you'll have a few recoveries.
But that's only if it's a long weekend. It's usually 2 nights where there'll be one night will be a few beers and the other night will be quite a few beers.
Right.
But that's it.
5 beers is a few beers.
Wow, 5 pints.
Yeah.
You know, how much is that? That's probably like 8 beers.
Yeah, about 8.
Yeah, 10 pints as well. So that's probably, I don't know.
But yeah, no. I mean, if you said to your doc, I have one night a week where I have 10 beers, they'd go, no.
Well, what I'll do is...
Naughty Keezy.
I'll book in, I'll walk in, I'll see him, I'll look him in the eye, or her. Actually, no, it's a him. And I'll say, look, I sink piss. All right, arrest me.
I'm a piss-sinking son of a bitch.
And he'll say, how's everything else going? Oh, pretty shit, to be honest. I'll probably give up the beers. But okay.
Yeah.
Not going to happen, brother.
Yeah.
Summer and old Bogey and me are getting around
baby.
it. Getting stuck in.
Yeah.
No, I'm done with the piss. I'm done with it.
Forever. I feel like you...
What a pussy.
You're a fucking pussy, first and foremost.
I am. I'm a massive pussy.
You don't need it to have fun, though, Jace.
Oh, don't give me that fucking shit.
But also, when was the last time you had fun? And I'm joking about you being a pussy. You've made absolutely the right decision.
No, I have fun quite a lot now.
I was hoping you'd say, like, during the show or something.
It's not like... I didn't... It's not even that I have fun when I drink piss. I just get more relaxed.
Yeah.
It's not even fun necessarily. I'm just relaxed.
Not anxious.
Yes.
Until the next day.
But I've made it a big thing of mine to have more fun.
Yeah, right.
You know, and a bit of golf. Golf is fun.
Golf's bloody fun.
Bit of fishing, you know, shit like that. And I just...
Concerts?
Gigs, going out for dinner, all that sort of shit. But yeah,
Jacking off.
It's fucking hard.
What?
Oh, that's not fun. That disgusts me. It is hard in summer. It is hard because it's just the non-drinking. It's just a psychological thing because if the sun's out and you go, oh, cold beers,
How good.
but you know, cold tonic.
1,000 cold beers.
I go home, I pour myself a glass of tonic water, and that's me.
And this is, I really respect that because I genuinely, if it's like, oh, we're going out with blah, 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 and no one's drinking, I instantly go, oh, that's lame.
Right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because in my head, I'm like, we'll have a few beers. I'm not saying everyone needs to get wasted, but I'm like, we'll have a few beers and stuff, and it'll be fun. Blah, blah, blah. I associate that with having fun of an evening.
Sure.
But it doesn't actually necessarily need to be that way.
And it's always been a tragedy to me that my wife's not a big piss drinker. In fact, she doesn't really drink it at all.
Yeah.
And not for any particular reason. She just doesn't like it.
Which is the same as Lucy. Just
and it's
doesn't
just
like
there'd be times like, come on, darling, when I'm not drinking.
At least you get stuck
where
in.
I was the worst fucking person, enabler, and she's like, no, I just don't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing is she's literally got a
Maybe she
sober
hasn't
driver.
had enough.
Oh, back in the day, she'd have a few.
Yeah.
She's got a full-time sober driver. You know what I mean? She's not making the most of that.
Totally, man.
But then I have the same situation, but then Lucy sometimes will be like, it'd be nice if you, and I do, why don't you stay sober and drive? And I'll be
Why
like,
don't
okay.
you just ease up?
And then I will
Kenzie?
get there and Lucy will have half a glass of wine and just be done and be like, I'm not having any more. We're like, well, I am going to
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
good
can't
shit, man.
operate without it.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, it's
found
not. That
that.
was a joke.
No, it's
Well, I
not.
saw
As a
you.
little
With,
joke.
I saw you with the hip flask in the ACC studio there, just having a quiet nap.
quite chuggy.
What's in your hip flask?
Oh, that's Pamol. Because I've got a wee headache.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit.
Hey, listen to the Hauraki Big Show 4 till 7 every single weekday on Radio Hauraki, man. It's great. Really good.